Welcome students to class 11 English classes conducted by your English teacher Monica Kaur. Before I start with snapshots, please I would like to request you all to like, share and subscribe my channel. Chapter 2, The Address, Part 5. These are the paragraphs for summary. Welcome back students to class 11 English part 5 of snapshots, lesson number 2, the address, written by Malcolm Info. Today I am going to do with you people a summary of page 4 as well as the relatable vocabulary of that paragraph. Okay, but before I will start with the main summary, let's recap the little one. For that students, please you have to see my previous videos for proper summary. Actually, this story is being stated on the World War II situations and influences, where the three characters are being totally covered with each other. Mrs. S daughter, that is narrator, and Mrs. Dooling, who was considered as the friend of Mrs. S. Okay, the narrator went after the World War II was being over, went to Mrs. Dooling's house, and her house number was 46, and she used to live in the street Marconi. Okay, she was being remembered by this address because till her mother was alive, she used to give every day her this repetition of this address. So that's why when she reached over there, she knocked the door, and the lady who actually opened the door was really denied it that she hadn't recognized her. When she introduced herself, the face of the lady was totally expressionless. But suddenly, the lady, when the half of the body part of the lady came out, the narrator saw a green color sweater on her. And that green colored sweater had a very broad buttons also. Those buttons, although was same, and it shows that it was the possession of the statusful persons only, although had lost their shimmer, their brightness, but still it was a kind of a remembrance to the narrator, that she automatically recognized that sweater belonged to her mother. And then she told that lady that she knew her mother very well. Now the lady would not be entrapped herself with the lies more. So she directly and very rudely said to the narrator that she was of no help. And she closed the door on her face. Narrator was really very bad in shape, especially in mental shape. She left that house. And then when she reached the station, in her thoughts that how she got to know about Mrs. Dooling, one day when that World War II already had started, their schools were being closed. And that very day, means when she noticed that many of the things were not on their place, she asked her mother. And that very time, she got to know about Mrs. Dooling. And means suddenly, she, in this flashback, she went to the station, inside the station, and boarded the train to go back to her own house where she was living when that World War II erupted. Suddenly, when she closed her eyes after sitting on her seat, she again saw the face of Mrs. Dooling. And there she remembered how for the very first time and for the very last time she saw her face. Okay. Suddenly, then she decided that why she quit, why she surrendered. She went back again. And now this time, when she went back again to meet Mrs. Dooling, what she saw that 15-year-old girl opened the door, and she was the daughter of Mrs. Dooling. Now, students, next. She followed the path of the entry gate, after that girl, 15-year-old girl. There, when she was crossing the passage, what she saw that nearby the mirror, one of the greatest, ancient and a very heavy masterpiece, Haneka, was there. Okay, now what is Haneka? Haneka, beta, is a type of a celebration. Haneka is a type of a celebration of that Jewish people for 8 days where they used to lit the candles, and it started in 2nd of century before the Jesus Christ was born. Okay, and it actually was happened in Israel. Fine. So what she saw, that it was a very very antique piece of the candle stand that the statusful people used to only took it out during this period only, but that was kept in a very rude and in a very rough manner. From there, she went to the living room, and suddenly, when she stepped to the living room, students, what she saw, that that living room had a very, very, means it was really very warm, as well as a very bad odor was coming. And what she saw, when she properly was standing in between it, that all the articles of her mother, antiques of her mother collection was there. They were placed so unwantedly over in that room. Even that room was not matching up with those artifacts. And then the 15-year-old girl asked her to sit on a very small tea table. There she sat. Suddenly, her attention was there on that table mat, and then she started rubbing that table mat. During that rubbing the pattern of the table mat, her fingers crossed one of the corner of the table mat, and her fingers rubbed that corner of the table mat, and what she found, that burning mark over there. And then she remembered that that burning mark was of her time when she was a child. Might mean her mother didn't get the time to repair it, and Mrs. Durling, seeing her the way of keeping the things, she got it that she would not have repaired it, she only have used it in a rough manner. She was feeling really very depressed after seeing the things lying that way. Her mother gave it to Mrs. Durling only for looking after, not of use. But then suddenly her thoughts were being faded away when 15-year-old girl asked her about the tea, and she said yes. Suddenly, when the teapot was there, and the girl was finding out some spoons or what else, what she found, that a golden layered was there in that box, and suddenly she said, "What a beautiful box!" And means the way she was looking at the things, it was making that girl questioningly to her, that whether she knew those things or not, whether means she was related to those things or not. And after reading the question in her eyes, the narrator told her that beautiful things always attract anyone's attention. And somewhere else she said, yes, she somewhere else related to those things. And then she told her that those things, means what else the things were there in the living room and means in that kitchen. It was so beautiful that she did not want to put her eyes off from them. Student, what comes next? That she told the truth to the girl. She told the truth about her mother to that girl, and what she did, that she collected all the things and went back to her house as a memories of her mother. What comes next, students? That I will tell you in my next video. But before, students, I leave, let's do the vocabulary. Now, students, the first word is cumberson. Students, the pronunciation of this word is what? Cumbersome. Cumbersome. We are not using here der. It is not cumbersome. It is cumbersome. Cumbersome. Okay. What it means? What cumbersome means? Large or heavy and therefore difficult to carry or use. Okay. Now, students, now how you will make the sentence out of it? Okay. Just make Haneka was a cumbersome antique piece. Okay. How you will write? Haneka was a cumbersome antique piece. Okay. Next is muggy. Muggy means unpleasantly warm and humid. Now how you will write? Write the sentence. When I reached my house after 1 month opening it, I had found muggy smell. Okay? I hope that you people have understood today's summary and vocabulary. Do write it in your copy. Okay, students? Bye-bye for now. But before I sign off, students, what you have to do? Yes, you have to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.
These are the 3 questions from the summarized passages as assignment number 3.